Hello, you guys. Michael Edwards coming to you live. I'm so excited to be here with you today and just checking my things on record. And we're going to have a conversation today about authenticity, energy, and why some of the things that you're calling in aren't actually just showing up in your experience. And this has really been coming through me strongly. I find a lot of times I'm around people, I see things, and then it's like I see the pattern so clearly. Hi, Rita. And I see the pattern so clearly, and then it just starts coming through me. It starts coming through me, and I'm like, I've got to talk about this. I've got to make an offer about this. This is a problem that we can solve together. And so in the last couple of weeks, between the live promo with Mary Morgan for our free event and just all of the traveling that I've been doing, I have been around so many people who are incredible at what they do, who are talented, who know that they have magic and gifts to share with the world and are not crushing it. It's just not coming in. Hello, Franny. It's just not coming in the way that they want, the way that it should. And what I've been seeing is this thing where we do the mindset work, we claim our gifts, we get into our seat of power, and we put ourselves out there. And it's good, it's coming, we can feel it. It's like right there. It's like I can almost taste it, feel it, touch it. And then something happens. Something happens that causes a little wobble, a little stress, and we plug back into our old self. Maybe we used to be reactive. Maybe we used to have a lot of doubt. And we plug back into this version of ourselves that doesn't have the evidence for what we're creating. We plug back into this version of ourselves that isn't a match for the thing that we're creating. And then we give ourselves a slap on the wrist. We go, oh, you're supposed to be this, you're supposed to be this leader, you're supposed to be all the things, and now you have this thing. No, now you're not allowed to have the things that you're calling, and now you're not allowed to have the things that you want. And we take ourselves out of the energy, we take ourselves out of the game. And the reason this matters so much is because everything is about the energy, and energy doesn't lie. Energy doesn't lie. Energy is truth. So when this happens, the next thing that we tend to do is we go, now we're in this thing where behind the scenes we're feeling one way, but we understand, I don't know why there's fireworks going off, this is so random. Behind the scenes, we're feeling one thing. And then on the other side, we know that we have to show up as a leader. We know that we have to show up in a certain way. So then we get ourselves in the vibes. We go, I'm the one, I've got this, like, let's go. We show up and we do our thing and it doesn't land. Because that's not truth. That's a manipulation. And manipulation isn't truth. It's not truth. And there's this sort of precipice that we come to. There's this precipice that we come to where we're dealing with this. And I've seen this so many times. It's like the tools that got us where we are don't take us further. We're so used to looking at our old patterns. We're so used to looking at who we used to be in order to move forward that we go back into that, even though that's not the way forward. And so we end up taking ourselves out of the game for 6 months at a time instead of for a day. It doesn't have to be that long. You are so much further along than you think. You don't have to take yourself out of the game for 6 months every time there's a hiccup, a wobble, a something. You just need to know how to deal with that when it comes up and how to not plug in to that old version of yourself. And this is literally what authenticity codes is all about. And the reason that I named this authenticity codes instead of something to do with manifestation, which it is completely linked, is because, I say this with love, some of y'all, I'm in America right now, so I've been around Suzanne Adams, so for some reason y'all is coming out. But some of y'all, when you hear manifestation, you just think about the thing and getting the thing. And by thinking about the thing and getting the thing, you're actually focusing on the absence of the thing, which makes you the version of you that's not a match for the thing that you want. So I want you to come focused on authenticity, which is your energetic signature, Franny. Your energetic signature, your authenticity, your magic, you plugged into the seat of your power is the thing that calls in all the things, is the version of you that creates all of the things that you want. And so we're going to focus on that first. And that is going to call things, and we're not going to focus on the manifestation because I cannot tell you how many times I've talked about this. And the person, it's like they get all of it, and they're like, yeah, but the thing hasn't come yet, and then they wreck it all. So that is why we're doing it this way. And honestly, when you really get this, you don't even care about the things anyways, because the gift of being plugged into who you really are, the juiciness, the magic, the essence of who you are, it's the best thing ever. It is literally the best thing ever. But in order to do that, we can't keep plugging into the past. We can't keep plugging into who we've been. And it's so simple, but it's so powerful. And it's something that we're not great at. I saw someone posted last night, and said, people are talking about how authenticity is the highest frequency, but then they're not having honest conversations. I was like, that's it. We're talking about a deeper level of honesty, which is the honesty with yourself. The authenticity comes from you. And many of my beautiful friends and people that I've been around recently have seen this and talked about this like, yeah, authenticity, you go get this. And what I'm telling you is this is for you. I made this for you. So there's Authenticity Codes is going to be a 3-part series. Part 1 is letting go of who you were supposed to be. It is all about letting go of that pattern, like truly, fully, of not plugging into the past, that plugging into that past version of you that holds the doubts, that holds the fears, that looks at the evidence of what's possible and does not yet have the evidence for the things that you want to create and makes you think that you can't have it. It's no more. We don't plug into that version anymore. We let it go. We surrender. It's gone. It's gone from our experience. It's gone from our reality. It's just no longer part of the game. And then part 2 and 3, we're going to deepen. So I invite you to join me. This is going to be out of this world experience like nothing I've ever created before. And I can't wait to see you on the inside. So thank you so much for joining me live. I'm sending you so much love, and bye for now.